but what will it do? What else? I am excited for iron bars. I really hope that that's a new block that we're allowed to use. NPC villages. I'm definitely going to conquer an NPC village and build around it and just do all sorts of awesome things involving that. Ravines, also ravines. I'm very happy that they're going to have so many new natural, or I should say naturally occurring structures and all sorts of new fun. Like, this is going to change the game, like literally the spirit of the game. You were going to want to go out and explore, you were going to want to fight monsters, you're going to go searching for new ways to experience Minecraft. You're not just going to be stuck building all day, even though that's really, really fun.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of excitement for 1.8, and hopefully it'll be a good update for everyone. So next question is, what projects are you working on Kitecraft at the moment?
At the moment, I'm working on a giant lake in the Skycraft world. I leveled off an island. I covered one of the top layers in ice. Hold on, my phone's ringing. I'm sorry about that. Will you be able to edit that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I'll start over answering the question. What was the question?
It was, what projects are you working on at the moment?
Oh, currently I'm working on a giant lake in Skycraft, a giant man-made lake. I basically took one of the islands, that I had originally designated as our quarry island, basically a mining island, and I'm going to dig that out as a bowl, and I covered one of the top layers in ice. We're going to melt the ice and just have it produce infinite source blocks all the way down, and we'll have a giant lake. What we'll do with that giant lake, I'm not sure yet, but it's bound to be awesome.
Okay, cool. Next question is, as many of the people watching would know, we have a huge amount of plugins on our server, and I'm just wondering what your favourite plugin was, and what plugins would you like to see implemented on the server?
Well, let me answer that question backwards. First of all, the implementation of new plugins, as far as that goes, I would love to see integrated circuit signs. If you haven't heard of it, look it up. It's very awesome. The ideas and possibilities are endless. It's bound to be amazing. As far as plugins that I like that are already on the server, I would probably say, that Bukkit is an amazing development team. They come up with all sorts of plugins and integrate all sorts of plugins that are very helpful, very awesome. And my favorite, I would say, is the one that allows us to log block griefers and roll them back. I think that's one of my favorite things to do, is to make it so that this person who spent all of their time destroying other people's work got himself banned. It's like he was never there, ever. It's hilarious. Funny. Because that person has, in a sense, proven the pointlessness of their actions.
Yeah, I quite agree with you
Yeah.
there. It's quite fun.
The irony is just amusing to me.
Awesome. So now we've got a few questions submitted by people. Our first question is submitted by Rafis, and he says, can you explain the rollback commands and its uses?
The rollback command can be used to roll back griefing, theft, what else? Placement of blocks, removal of diamond ore when somebody has X-ray hacked. It can roll back every action, basically, that a player has taken on the server when they have done wrong. And its use is to prevent griefers, thieves, or otherwise maleficent person on the server's actions from ultimately affecting things here on KiteCraft. We make them like they were never there, as I said. LB rollback. How can I explain it? It's basically you type LB space rollback space player, then the player name, and then the amount of time, 24 hours, 1 day, 2 days. I don't know if it would work in years. That would be freaking crazy. And sometimes you're limited to how much you can roll back just because you don't want to crash the server on one rollback. It makes it so griefers are not actually harming us. It makes it so that anybody who comes on this server trying to grief, they're not going to get anywhere. We ask griefers if they would like us to watch us roll back their actions so that they can see what they've done has been pointless before we ban them. It's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there. The rollback is quite amazing if you think about it.
Yep. Thanks, Bucket.
So the final question is, do you think that admins do a good job on the server, and what things would you like to see happen on the server in the future?
I think the admins do a wonderful job. I hope the one thing that I would like to see happen on the server as far as admins go is when 1.8 comes out, I want to see Connor come back. Connor is one of the admins, and he doesn't play enough anymore because he got kind of burnt out on the current, thing. I think 1.7 was a disappointment for him, and I want to see him come back and start actually playing and having fun. I'd like to see Kevin actually get to explore, because these admins, they work so hard making the server nice, finding things that will help us be able to play and have a better play experience, and they don't get to have any fun. So you know what I want to see? I want to see the admins have fun.
Yeah, that's a good answer. I think the admins put a lot of hard work into the server, and although there are a lot of griefers, it's sometimes not appreciated as much as it should be. So.
And I want them to know I appreciate them, and I think that people who watch this video who already play on the server should make the comment that, do you appreciate the admins, people? What do you think? Do you think they're good admins? Because I certainly do.
Yeah. Okay, well that's all the questions answered. I'd just like to thank you for your time, Sin.
Oh, thank you for having me.